Another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. So tonight, Salt Alpaca. I've had this fella sat on the wall for a while. Till I've had my hat on all day, can't you? My hair looks silly. This is a double dry hopped IPA. Email klaxon. So it says it's tropical, bitter, 6.6%. And I do love the colour of the can, to be fair. Yeah, quite a nice colour. The shed's warmed up a little bit. Good evening. What a cold day. Good evening. It's been a cold, hasn't it? I don't know if it's cold in your part of the country, but it's been Baltic here. Absolutely Baltic. All day in the snow. Good evening. I've just done a Sainsbury's beer haul. 6 cans for 21 quid or something daft. Oh, first time drinking it. Yeah, so yeah, on the site, I opened this beer and good evening, and it exploded on me. It's on the front of the channel. So, oh dear, I didn't have that much, thank God. I've had about 5 to 10 centimetres. I've been in it all day. I mean, working my tits off trying to keep warm. But apart from my feet, I was quite warm, you know. No snow, bless you. You don't want it. Good evening. It is chuffing cold. Got the gas fire on. I've been to Sainsbury's. Went to Asda. I don't even know why I bother going to Asda. It's just a waste of time. 6 newbies in Sainsbury's. So at Sainsbury's, I've got a beer haul video coming later. So there's six new beers, and it says Beer Hawk as well on the label. So thanks to Dean's Beers for that. And then round the corner, there's 5 or 6 new ciders, and then there's a load of new hard seltzers. If you like bloody water, sparkling water. I'm not keen on it. I'm just really not keen on it. I think if I'm going to drink water, I'll just go and bloody drink water. Alcoholic water is just not my cup of tea, if I'm being honest. So lovely hazy pour, yellowish. Good evening. Still at work, bless you. Oof. Yeah, I've had a couple of the odd seltzers, and I mean, I had that one from Low Cost and that sparkling water, and I couldn't stand it. The taste was awful. He's still selling it as well. I bet he's struggling to get rid of it. It's I really struggled with that. It was a bit of a Marmite one for me. So yeah, nice beer. I'm doing a double review tonight. So I'm doing this one first, then I'm going to kill the review about half an hour in, and then I'm going to review that bad boy. I can't wait no longer. I just can't. It's a simple thing where I can't wait no longer to review this 11%er. I've been watching other people's reviews of it, and they're all smiling. I'm thinking, right, that's it, sod it. I'm gonna get on with it. So, very hoppy, very tropical on the nose. Oh yeah, there's a bite to it, isn't there? Definitely a bite to it. God, because it's cold. Really, really cold. Even the glass is really freezing. I know. All these breweries are costing us a fortune. Well, it's funny. I've just done another review. I did a sneaky review. I reviewed a wine. So I did the beer haul and the wine reviews in one, and so that they'll go on later. And that's why I'm doing 2 reviews now. So got to be crafty, ain't you? Slip one in. The problem is, this good evening. A salt jute. I've actually got that. Yes, I have. Yeah, I've got that in the top of the beer room, the bar, beer wall. Get there in the end. So it's funny because I've been nosing at other beer reviewers, and to be honest, you know, for a year, well, the 2 years I've been reviewing, 2.5 years really, I've not really took notice of other people's reviews. Obviously, I knew about the Real Ale Craft beer bloke, Simon, and obviously I knew about Dean's beer reviews because he asked me to do a collaboration review quite early on. I ain't got a clue how to do that, and to be honest, mentally, I wasn't in a state to do a collaboration review. Nowadays, much stronger. You know, it's something that I would go along doing at some stage at least. But totally fucking forgot what I was going to say now. No, well, back to the beer. Yeah, what a cold day. So cold. So I'm cleaning out shrubberies that haven't been done for 6 years. Glass, all sorts of shit in them. Found a hose pipe fitting that I needed. So that was good. That went down well. But good evening. Oh, St. Peter's Plum Porter. Yeah, good to do a collab on. I was got a money earner coming in tonight, and the stupid twat has sent the money to my old PayPal account. And if anybody's got PayPal these days, you really, really do struggle. I can't do short reviews. I do it every now and again, but I can't do it for the Carling, bless you. Triple Caramel. Is that the one I had the other week from Tesco's? You have that many beers, you know, sometimes you just lose track of the beers you're drinking. Thank you. Now, with these collab reviews, do you both, say you're doing it, I mean, this is a question for those who know StreamYard or whatever. Do you both have it like live on your both each other's channel at the same time? Or is it a thing where it's got to be on one person's channel and you're both on his channel? I know it's a question, but it's an interesting question. I was looking earlier now, and a lot of Mersey beers chats have come up on mine now. It's funny, I don't really notice people. Oh, one host, rightio. I mean, it doesn't bother me anyway, really. You know, it's always nice to have a beer and have a chat. You know, with wine, it's start off on rosés. Funny, I've just said this in my rosé, the wine review. Start off on rosés. Get yourself a nice rosé. Mateus is possibly the one that's the most popular that you can buy anywhere. Grey Fox at Sainsbury's was the best rosé wine, bar none. And it was cheap as chips as well, something like $4.50, $4.99 a bottle. But yeah, get yourself, or Echo Falls white, you know, white as Zinfandel. Gallo, white as Zinfandel. Any one of them three, you're in good territory. They're nice, taste of summer on the nose, you know, strawberries, raspberries, that sort of thing in the taste. It's a good introduction into wine. Don't try and go for some, if you're not a wine drinker, going straight to something like Frexonet is hard, because you'll go and you'll think, oh, it tastes like bloody vinegar. And it's you know, some people can do it straight away. Some people just jump in and go straight to the reds and it tastes great. I think I might have done a sherry review. I've certainly drank sherry. Yeah, it's definitely for the older generation. It's very sugary, and yeah, it's an acquired taste. Oh, port, unbelievable. Yeah, salt do make some good beers. Port, oh yeah. You can't beat a decent port. If you've ever watched like Ratatouille, where they've got where the little rats got the fruit and the cheese, I think it was, and the taste explosion. Port and Stilton do that same thing. The sweetness of the port and the Stilton mix, you know, have a bit of Stilton, drink a bit of port, get it in your mouth, mix it around. I know cheese and pork, you know, it's a bit strange, but trust me, it's amazing. I was on a with Sainsbury's. I was on a tasting course with their lead taster, and I thought the same thing. I thought, what's this twat on about? Pardon my French. And we did it, and it was like, whoa! And it did. The taste was amazing. I mean, he also told you to get some. Say you get a drink. Well, it won't be this. It'll be port. You get a bit of port, put it in your mouth, and suck air through your teeth. I went. There's a shop up Arnold near me today, and Polish shop, and I thought, yes, it's closed. You bugger! I thought I'm going to go in and get all the Polish beers, but yeah, if I see any of these strong beers, port and brandy. Oh yeah, I like ginger wine and brandy. That's my tipple. No, not yet. No, I need to crack on with that. Yeah, port and Stilton. Oh. I mean, I love Stilton on a steak. You know, on your ribeyes, a nice ribeye, Stilton drizzled over the top, and then let the heat get to it so it's bubbling. Oh, it's the amber nectar, isn't it? You know, it's just something really nice to eat. So yeah, see if I can do it with this beer. I don't think I can. I think you got to be careful how much you put in your mouth, because obviously you try and suck your teeth, suck air through your teeth, and it's a struggle. But I'll try. Don't want to spit it out. That's the problem. Oh God, the bite then. Bloody hell, whiskey and Drambuie. Oh, see, I am a massive Drambuie fan. The only thing that puts me off it is the price. But yeah, I'm a massive Drambuie fan. I actually got sent a free Drambuie from some Scottish firm that were looking for reviews. And I did the review. I thought I did a good review. And yeah, they obviously didn't get another one. Mead. Yes, Christmas mead. A month or two back. It come under the wine reviews. If you look at my wine reviews playlist, it will come under there. With the channel, and it's going to take a while, it's going to take a good month or two, I'm going to go through every single bloody review, put hashtags in and all that, but get everything sorted out into breweries and wineries, at least the ones that actually are, you know, proper wineries, because there's some that you get, they aren't, but you like your yellowtail wines. Put everything into order. No notification. I got an email. Yeah, I got an email came through. Let me just yeah, live on your YouTube channel. Strange, isn't it, these emails? You know, Wilco's kits, they are awesome, and the Wilco's kits are cheap enough as well that you can play, like you're going to put the treacle with it. They're good for playing around with, you know. I mean, I do like Sainsbury's Taste the Difference port, but it's dear. Yeah, mine. I was about 10 seconds in, and I got the email klaxon go off. It's strange, isn't it, how these are? Yeah. Oh, after a long day outside. Strong & Co, who's usually on the channel, he knows a lot about brewing. I think he was in a brew room. And he says use light malt or spray malt to add to it instead of sugar. So I suppose with anything, it depends how much you can afford, you know, because it's an investment, isn't it? You know, if it goes wrong, then you've bobbed 40 quid down the drain. Me, I just use extra sugar. But I do understand the argument about using spray malt and brewer's sugar and all that. So it's experimental, isn't it? I mean, I've got to get rid of a load of my wine so I can start doing some I've got a mate who's a piss artist. He can really drink the stuff. He can drink about 4 or 5 times what I can and still be sober. Don't know how he does it. But I need to get rid of a load of my wine to him. No, but I might do, you know, I might crack a re-review. It's always worth it, isn't it? Because with the home brew stuff, it does get better with age. So to give it, like that lager the other day, Jesus Christ. When I was brewing it, it was disgusting. The smell, it smelled disgusting. I couldn't tell you the smell. In fact, I probably did on when I was thinking it. Put the hops in, the hops killed that smell. And I tasted it. I had some on the barbecue. We had a barbecue late last year, before the lockdowns and that again. We had a barbecue, and I had to put lemonade in with it because it was not nice. And yet I reviewed it yesterday. Yeah, plus Sunday, wasn't it? Yeah. These days all mould into one. And it was amazing. It was probably one of the best lagers that I've had. Better than the gassy stuff. Good evening. Better than the gassy Carlings and Fosters, and not quite a full-on craft explosion of a lager. Firmly in the middle, and a very interesting lager. And that was Wilco's Artisan Lager. You know, really interesting. Really. Good evening. Can't see your name. It's got a D and says good evening, but it doesn't say the name. That's strange. San Miguel's. I do like a San Miguel. Sat in Spain with a San Miguel. Although when you're in Catalonia, where I normally go, obviously it's a Estrella country, Barcelona area. Yeah, I was at work and I was thinking about the local breweries, and you know, just if people are interested, then they might go and buy something from them. Yeah, your name's disappeared. You're like incognito. Thought it was Putin. Jesus, work today. It was one snowstorm after another. So when I was doing the little low cost update, because I'd seen it last night and I thought, if someone's into that Brew York beer, what was it? Summit Tong Toko or something, I don't know. Empress Tong Toko, a 10.5% Imperial thing. And I thought, wow, that's a cracking beer coming up. And there's not much of the other Brew York. Oh, what was it called? Barraca Clava. Got something good. I like their names, you know, their twist on names. And I just thought about it then. And as I'm doing the bloody review, all of a sudden the wind must have blew and I'm getting absolutely splattered in snow. But it was like that on and off all day. It was been a testing day, you know. Luckily, I was doing a warm job, apart from my feet. My feet were freezing. But, yeah. Good to have your hat on and got lots of clothes on. I had about 7 layers on them. I've still got 3 layers on now, even down at the shed. The beer room. Or Raggy's tap room, maybe. If I get a thing for it. Black Sheep Brewery, they do make some nice beers. Yes. When I start going theme parking again, back to the theme parks, obviously sometime in May onwards, probably. Can't wait to go around Flamingo Land, Alton Towers. Not so bothered about Drayton at the moment. I want to see what they're doing with that part. They really need to get their rapids reopened and a flipping Raggy's tap room. Yeah, that sounds right, doesn't it? I might put some beer in barrel and then just leave it sealed, ready for like a big beer meet. Can you imagine that? Just come in. 3 different barrels with 120 pints of whatever, you know, 3 different styles. That'd be something, wouldn't it? Piss bucket at the back of the garden. Well, luckily nobody sees me. So I'm, you know, work on my own, don't I? And I can't wait for the chefs, when the chef's back at work, because then I'll get some free dinners. And, you know, she cooks belly pork. So amazing. I've tried cooking it, and it's edible, but it's not great. She cooks it, and it's bloody hell. It tastes absolutely amazing. So she's obviously good at her job, you know. And I suppose if you're a chef, you're going to be good at cooking, aren't you? You know, that's... Dragon Corn, yeah, been on Dragon Corn, been on Shambhala. Yeah, Dragon Corn, so many inversions. But Shambhala is a beast. It's a beast of an airtime coaster. Good evening. Old Tom stew and dumplings tonight. Bless you. Yeah, it's one of their lower ABV beers. You know, I mean, it's not as good as Hobgoblin, but there's lots of different beers out there. Sadly, they've dumped off their range, which is sad. I missed that last bit there. Yeah, well, I mean, when the other workmates are back at work, I'll be having dinners every day. Whereas at the moment, I work an 8-hour shift. My back garden, it's probably about 36 foot wide by about, I'd say 80 foot long, roundabout. So it's a decent sized garden. One decking area, no, one 36 foot by 12 foot decking area, one, flipping heck, I think it's about 12 foot by 12 foot decking area, 2 sheds. Then I've got the hot tub room, I've got the beer room, and then I've got my shed where all the shit's in. And little visitors. Well, I did have little visitors, hopefully I've nobbled them. But so yeah, Alpaca. Hazy, tropical, very bitter when you sip it. No, I need to. The Sam Smiths make some nice beers, and but it's getting old of them. Yeah, I mean, I've got a seat that I built on the bottom decking area. No, well, it might do in the future. I only built it last year, so we haven't actually tried it yet. I've got to buy a new liner for the hot tub, and it's, you know, it makes you laugh because it's 250 quid just for a new liner, i.e. the thing you pump up. You know, you've got an outer covering, you've got a lid, you've got the pump, you've got a thing in the lid, like, you know, to keep the heat in. Not that it does, but the actual liner, 250 quid to buy. So I've just got. I mean, I can pump it up now, but it pumps up, but because it had an issue, it pumps up and it feels like it's going to blow on you. You know, you pump it up and it's like that's 40% bigger than what it should be, and it don't look like, you know, you're in it and you're thinking, fucking hell, it's going to blow. Yeah, that's why I'm going to get the hot tub liner. It's the same. It's from the manufacturers, and I can chuck the old hot tub away. You know, the hot tub liner away. Put that one in. Pump it up. Job's a good one. I mean, I'd love one of those. Them, you know, that 4 or 5 grand jobs, but you know, they'd be nicking it if it was around my area. Get somebody coming along with a crane and go and nick it off you. So yeah, for those who came a bit later, I'm doing a 2 review special. So if I kill the review off at half an hour, I'm not being awful, but I'm going to review that as well. I couldn't wait any longer. It's, you know, I'm like a kid in a sweet shop. I can't do it. I've seen what some of the thieves do in Nottingham. Bless you. Budvar. I've actually got a bottle of Budvar. It came in that mystery low-cost beer haul the other week, and I can't actually remember reviewing Budvar. So, you know, it's the original Czechoslovakian, as far as I remember, lager. So it'd be interesting to review it. Oh, I just need to make sure later I don't drink too much. American style brown ale. Was that the one from Audi? If it is, I've reviewed that and I thought that was better than Newcastle. Yeah, probably will be. I mean, I've already done a Sainsbury's beer haul video. I've done a good evening. Yeah, I've done the Sainsbury's beer haul video, and I've done a small wine review before I did this, and then obviously going to review that as well. So hit it double. I mean, salt, like Vocation have been around for years, to be fair, but Salt Beer Factory, another one of these craft beer breweries that have really come to the front over the last year or two. It's amazing how they've 3-hour beer chats. I'd have to be on the I'd have to go onto the alcohol-free stuff, I would. And also, I'd have to do it where I wouldn't pee the wife off. Yeah, she's a good, yes, yeah, I'll definitely get the red card. But yeah, maybe one day, yeah. Because I can rattle, I can talk, as you noticed. Especially on my normal reviews. I mean, I can go for 25 minutes just doing a review sometimes. I look and think, shit. Although, yeah, bless you. Yeah. We're going to go out. We're going to go out as a family this year. We're definitely going to go out, and once we can, we're definitely going to go out and hit some bars, restaurants, and obviously money permitting as well. Obviously, you can't do it unless you've. Yeah, I've seen some of the crazy reviews and like meetups on the internet. I was watching one. I don't know if it was Mersey's or Kent's earlier. That I was at work and I was nosy and scrolling down, and one came up. There were 7 of you all at one time. I'm like, bloody hell. Yeah, she goes through so many eggs. Yeah, it's an exciting job she does. Yeah, or a hobby, exciting hobby. Yeah, but yeah, she goes through a lot. I mean, she's doing literally 4 or 5 cakes a week at the moment. She doesn't get the money that she puts the time into, but it's a hobby. She's at home. You know, if it was a business, you'd want to be charging a hell of a lot more. But she doesn't. She charges. Yeah, she charges what she does. And she's getting better. She's getting faster. And that's the thing. She's getting faster. No, fucking hell. No. If she saw me drinking 2 beers, she'd have a pop. Although I think she knows. She's not daft. She's certainly not daft. She knows what I'm like. If I walk back up the house and I'm steaming, she'll know I've had more than what I've said. But we've been together now, flipping heck, 23 years, married this year, 30 years together. No, never even heard of the William Morris. No. It pees her off if I fall asleep about, beer and cake reviews. No, my son don't watch the reviews. No, he's not interested in reviews. No, he's not interested in that. Yeah, beer and cake reviews, that was something, wasn't it? Her cakes are amazing as well, from just not the fact that she's my wife. I couldn't do what she does artistically. It is, you know. I've had to go on my son's phone and get him off my sub. One of my Sainsbury's ex-workmates has just messaged me then to tell me that there's a load of new beers at Sainsbury's, and she's going to send me photos. Bless her. I ain't got the heart to tell her I've already got them, but oh well. Well, they're not cheap. No, I've not seen the Henderson and Jennings. There's so much alcohol out there, isn't there? There's some absolutely great stuff out there to drink. Oh, such a great time to be a fan of beer, you know, and especially craft beers. I mean, a lot of people are stuck on traditional; they won't move from it. Like a lot of people, Foster's, Carling is their thing, and that's it. They won't move from that. But now, you know, for those people, this generation, this round us now, bloody hell, the amount of flavoured beers. Yeah, June the 24th, my birthday. I've just ordered earlier today. I did actually say it on the other thing. There's a company called Bang the Elephant or something, or Bang something to do with elephants and banging. And and he's actually offered me to show them around their brewery and do a few tastings. I'm like, yes, get in. You know, it's nice to actually to actually offer that. It's really nice. And they brought out 2 barrel aged beers, a peanut butter. Yeah, it's a brewery in Langley Mill, just outside Nottingham. Yeah, a Tennessee whiskey, barrel aged Tennessee whiskey beer, and then the other one was something about nuts, and another imperial barrel aged one. So I bought them tonight as well. Yeah, I know. Sounds wrong, doesn't it? Banging the elephant. It's like Bishop's finger. I mean, really. Somebody years ago should have thought that sounds wrong. So I'll quickly kill this review so I can start my next review. To bang the elephant. Hope she's not too big. Yeah, he won't feel her. She won't feel you. So, very juicy beer, hazy pour, hazy yellowish to orange pour. There was a head about that much of a white head. Hoppy nose. Stinking Bishop. Really very strong hoppy nose, very strong tropical. Since as it's gone down, very juicy, quite a good bitter finish to it. In the taste, tropical flavours I get. I mean, sometimes I don't get everything. And to be honest, you know when you're yakking, I won't be surprised because Carling, i.e. Molson Coors, or I think that's what they're called, they do a lot of contract brewing, as do Marston's. They do a lot of contract brewing because they've got the mega breweries, so they can brew a lot of beer. So you know these breweries that go all of a sudden go nationwide in bottles and then got the capacity, they'll contract brew them. Doom Bar's contract brewed. That's why I don't taste as good in bottle. It tastes great on cask. On draft it's okay. In bottle, oh dear, not as good, sadly. Oh, that's a gorgeous beer. Very, very easy drinking. Out of 5 for me. 6.6% by the way. Yeah, I was thinking about 4.45 out of 5 for this. 4.55, not quite there tonight. You won last night though. It's a nice tasting beer, very tropically, you know, and there's a lot of tropical beers out there. It's one to stand out from the crowd. The fact that it was juicy with a bitter element was interesting. Crockwell Bishop, yeah. I used to work around there. Yeah. Good evening. I'm actually just about to kill this review to start a new review, so I do apologise. But yeah, so all those 34 people, I'm reviewing this straight after this review. So if you do a refresh, look at the channel and do a refresh, you'll see this coming up. Imperial Kirsch, 11%. Very bloody snowy. All day snow. Been awful. Not great to work in, to be honest. Right. Thank you all for watching and commenting, subscribing. And back in about 2 minutes or 1 minute. Depends how quick I can do it. Cheers.